With training camp right around the corner, it's time for everybody in the NFL landscape to give their 2024 fantasy football takes. And there's one specific take regarding the Arizona Cardinals and their backfield that I just can't get on board with. I'm Johnny Venerable, and this is PHNX Cardinals, Johnny on the Spot. I know a lot of people are ready to anoint Trey Benson as the next great running back for the Arizona Cardinals, and I like the Florida State product. The Arizona Cardinals, Monty Ossenford using a top 70 pick on the second drafted runner this past April. I mean, you can understand why a lot of people are excited. The Cardinals run the ball fourth most in the NFL last year. Super effective. Trey Benson, like a Kenneth Walker, big hitter, right? A lot of yards after contact, explosive player in the ACC, has all the tools that you want: size, speed, athleticism. Yet, what a lot of people are forgetting is the Arizona Cardinals, well, they have a running back. They have a guy who's over 6'1", who's 230 pounds, and just had his best career season at the bright old age of 28. And I'm talking about James Conner. 5 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns, ring a bell. Like, I get everybody is ready to anoint Trey Benson. I think he's going to be a good player, but he hasn't even put on pads yet for the Arizona Cardinals. He hasn't played an NFL snap yet. Can we maybe get to the preseason? I'm looking around these NFL fantasy rankings, and it's like Trey Benson is a top 40 pick, and James Conner is just outside the top 25. What is that? Like, don't get it twisted. If you're a fantasy football enthusiast and you're looking at this team, of course, it starts and ends with Kyler Murray and Marvin and Trey McBride, right? But again, if you're taking Trey Benson ahead of James Conner or around the same area, you are doing it wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, James Conner is a captain, is beloved, and if he's healthy, is the guy in the Cardinal backfield. And then if he's not healthy, there's also competition from a player the Cardinals claimed last year that helped them win games in the former New York Jet, Michael Carter Jr. So does not only Trey Benson have to overcome the Pro Bowler in number 6, but he has to overcome another savvy veteran in the backfield. Now, do I think that Trey Benson will eventually become the guy for the Arizona Cardinals? Absolutely. Do I think that's this year? I do not. I think Trey Benson's going to have a role. I think he's going to be productive. I think he's going to play special teams. Hell, he may even return kicks from time to time. He's not going to be the guy at running back. If James Conner suits up for the large majority of the season, like he did last year, he is going to get the bulk share of the carries. Now, if any point of the year, if he does go down, if he does miss time, check back. That may be time to insert Trey Benson into your fantasy football lineup. But right now, and this is not a knock on the player, but rather the circumstances of his situation, I don't see Benson more than a flex fringe player, somebody you stash on your roster, maybe in dynasty leagues for 2024. This is James Conner's offense. This is a veteran-led team with Kyler Murray and James Conner at the hip. You think that this team built on respect with Jonathan Gannon is going to cast aside a guy that was their most productive MVP offensive player last year? No chance they do that. So again, eye on Trey Benson. I think he's got a great future here. Excited to watch him in the preseason, but don't get it twisted. The 2024 backfield for the Arizona Cardinals belongs to James Conner. End of story.